Go back and find myself. Woohoo! All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. Love when things are easy, particularly when you are doing an event under a uh, under a new moon. Want to make sure that things go really well, because there's lots of other things going on. How are y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Claims of Truth Healing Circle. My name is Bonnie Sachs. I don't know. It was very funny how that showed up. I am happy to have you all here. I'm very excited to have you here. It is a new moon, so happy new moon. If that is not something you follow, which I didn't follow for a really long time. I was just like, oh wow, look, it's a moon. Ooh, that. It is the new moon of heightened awareness, and that is what we call it in healing alchemy, the moon of heightened awareness. And the reason why we do that is because this moon is a lot about releasing the stuff that we have been holding on to. And I did spend some time when I was reading. Can we move more of that, please? Thank you. Kara's post about the moon. I was like, oh no, who knows what's gonna show up, but we will definitely talk about that. Let me go ahead and cast a circle of light, specifying that only Source Creator God and my healing team and the Privy Council be present for tonight's Claims of Truth Healing Circle, where we are exploring the upper room. And the upper room is a concept that comes out of Paul Selig's books. It was first introduced in Beyond the Known Realization, and that is actually the 7th book, I believe, in the series. And I'm really excited about this because it is a new moon and because there are a lot of things going on. This is an awesome opportunity for us to just see ourselves in truth, see ourselves as the realized, awakened souls that we are, and an opportunity for us to trust more of who we are and what we are and how we serve. So may it be with the blessing of Source that we not only heal some low frequencies in ourselves, that we also have a lot of fun and feel like this is a useful evening for us, and we get to heal ourselves, heal others, heal the field. And with that, we say amen and aho. So welcome, everybody. I love to see each and every one of you here. This is really cool for me. I love doing the healing circle, but there are times that when I'm doing the healing circle, I'm, going about my day, and suddenly I'm like, oh my God, the healing circle is in, a week and a half. I need to start paying attention to what is going to be talked about so I can at least post it and start doing my own work so that I'm ready for it. And so I actually got this information for exploring the upper room a week and a half ago. And I did a whole wow, a week and a half ago. I had no idea that we were going to be in the new moon, under the new moon, and that it was going to be a new moon that was going to be a little triggering. There was going to be a lot of transformation happening. If not in your life, at least in mine, there's been a lot of opportunities for me to heal. So I'm really excited about going to the upper room. first of all. Okay, how are you all doing? This is love to have your participation. Love to have you all pop in the chat. If you're not sure where the chat is, let me know. Because I'm really eager to kind of feel out where we're going and what we're doing with being in the upper room. And because we are under the new moon, there's a lot going on. Or is that just me? Hey, Ashley, it's good to see you. Is it just me? Am I the only one that's having a whole week of, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? And then you read the new moon post and you go, oh my gosh, I understand that.
Amanda is sharing today is the 1 year anniversary of the death of my father.
Okay. Lots of love to you and your family. It is definitely something that does not go unmarked for me. So lots of love and blessings to your family, for sure.
And Ashley is, oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
Ashley is sharing she's been doing great since the last full moon.
Yay! I love that. I love when people say, I'm doing really well. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Because I'm like, yay, that's awesome. That is perfect. You do not have to be in a place of, oh my God, what the heck is happening in order to participate or in order to just say, hey, I'm doing really well. That is awesome. Awesome. So let me, since Lauren was the one who's like, I need to read this post. The new moon, it's a Scorpio new moon, went direct at 4:27 this morning. And it's bringing the unconscious and the shadows to the surface to be healed, of course. And it says it's the type of energy that removes a band-aid from an old, unhealed wound so it can be transformed. So you might ask yourself if you have any old wounds that you need to pull the band-aid off and let it all be transformed. This is a great place to do that. There is a violet flame available for everybody to surrender their low frequencies. If there's some things that you're like, I am really done with this level of unworthiness. I am really done with this level of fear. I'm ready to surrender more of the, for me, the conversations that are busy going in my head. I'm ready to surrender more of those. You can certainly do that. And then clarity is going to be sharpened. Yay for more clarity. And there's a huge opportunity to tune into the uncomfortable energies and emotions held in the mind and body to allow for profound healing. I just was like, the uncomfortable energies. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to go down that path. And then my higher self said, off we go. The frequencies that have come in, the frequencies that we have available to us is the frequency of ascension. That is the you knowing more of your divinity with source, and that's a gold frequency. The shimmery turquoise of emergence, which is awesome. That's about bringing things into the new. And of course, the violet flame, which is transformation. And so we're going to use all of those frequencies. If you would like to use those, we're going to use those as we go into the upper room. But really, I would love just to have an idea where, share your joy, share a joy that you have going on. Maybe you are somebody who's like, I got lots of challenges. You can share those, put those in the chat. And if you don't want to share them to the whole, you can share them to me just by selecting me. But, maybe you have some things that are like, yes, this is going really well. Share that, because all of us want to be celebrating you and the things that are going really well as, coming around and gathering together where there are places that we're just like, I'm really struggling. This is difficult for me. So you can put all that out if you would like. And of course, you can always do it just in surrendering it and sending it up energetically. Whew. I think everybody probably knows. I do have a joy to celebrate. It's a two-parter. The first part is that my daughter is pregnant. A lot of people probably already know that, but just in case you didn't, my daughter is pregnant. She's due at the end of April, and it is our first grandchild. And so it is really exciting. At the same time, it's a whole another level of, oh my gosh, how do we do this? How does this all work? And then the second part to that is that my daughter and her wife are moving to Florida. And so, not the next time I do the healing circle, but the time after that, I actually will be in their house doing it because I'm going to be helping them pack and move. That tends to be one of my jams. So thank you all for your congratulations. But, whatever shows up for you, maybe you have something that is just a whole round of, oh my God, I just love my job. My job is really, working out well. Or, oh my gosh, I thought Thanksgiving was going to look like this and it's going to look like that. And I'm so excited about that. Right? You might think it's really mundane, but I'm like, ooh, doesn't have to be a big, somebody's having a baby celebration. It's very cool. You guys are just like, there's all kinds of balloons and streamers and stuff going up, like, woohoo! Awesome.
Jill says, my joy was last night's Upward chat was amazing. So much healing and many teachings.
Oh, that's awesome, Jill. Thanks. It was really fun. And for those of you who may not know, I have started a healing alchemy community, and I'm getting around to inviting everybody. I have to keep healing my own nonsense about that, but it is a community, it has an app, and once a month we're starting a chat room where we just get on and we start talking. And last night we were originally talking about Thanksgiving and being with family and what that's going to look like. And, like everything else, it kind of evolves into conversations about healing and how we can expand ourselves and trust ourselves more. And of course, there's lots of healing around it. So thanks.
Amanda's joy is getting closer to her younger half sister, reminiscing about our father.
Awesome. Isn't that cool? That's an awesome joy to being able to be in relationship with other people. That's an awesome thing. Yay. I love that. It's beautiful. I also love the part where you get to reminisce and remember, reliving things. We have a lot of family who has passed, and that's always fun. Like, remember that time? And oh my gosh, wasn't this the coolest thing? And remember when we did this? Yep. In case you didn't know, remembrance is a frequency. It's a really high frequency. It's in the gold spectrum. It's a beautiful thing. Also, all that love that is there. And yes, I will absolutely send everybody an invitation for the app. So Anybody have anything they want to go ahead and mention now that maybe it's not a joy, maybe it's something that you're just a little challenged with? My little challenge. My I'm having an argument with my higher self at the moment. My challenge at the moment is Thanksgiving, believe it or not. This whole like Thanksgiving and the holidays is something that I'm like, I'm not very good at this, and this is not really my jam. And are we going to put up decorations, and how is that going to look, and how am I going to navigate all of that? And I'm arguing with my higher self because I'm like, it seems so minuscule and so unimportant, but it's a great opportunity for me to just, when I speak out loud, suddenly I'm like, oh yeah, wow, look at that. Yeah, that is the case. Anybody else? Anybody else have that holiday jam? They are getting ready for the holidays, putting up decorations. Or is there anybody who's like, oh, the holidays? Maybe it's just me.
We had a really fun time putting on Christmas music and making hot cocoa last week and putting some Christmas stuff out.
Oh, that's really cool. When you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It is really fun to get into the spirit of it. And I get to go, oh yeah, that's right. If not this year, next year. It is fun, very fun to put on music and whatever it is. Music can be transformational. All right, you guys ready? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, go ahead, Ash.
Amanda says, I feel emotionally shut down about the holidays, even though my husband and I are going to North Carolina for Christmas.
It's a great healing opportunity, right? So, since Amanda brings it up, everybody take a look where you have a block. Now, it could be pictures that you have about the holidays. You could have frames about what the holidays look like. You might have fear about the holidays. You might see it as a block, like just a big block of cement for you about the holidays, how it's going to show up, what it's going to look like, where you want to hold on to the steering wheel. Ask, check in where that is in you that you would most like to move tonight. Mine's in my throat.
Mine's my sternum.
Oh, that's a good one. I see somebody's got it in their ear. Somebody has it in their left ear. Wow. I have a ringing in my left ear all of a sudden.
Jill's is in her third eye.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a few third eyes. There's somebody's got it in their dantian, in the belly button. It's carrying around a lot of that, like, oh, I get so stressed out about the holidays and what it's going to look like and how it's going to show up. So yeah, a few brain stems, a whole lot of sternums. Awesome. We can move more of that stuff.
Amanda says, granite tooth in my upper right jaw.
Yeah, that granite tooth is that block. It's actually your whole jaw here, but your higher self is like, and this, that'll catch you the most attention. So we'll work on that.
Ashley sharing, I just started feeling nervous and kind of icky.
Yeah, Ashley will help you turn your channels back in. Um, that's never an easy one.
Kathy is sharing, I have blocks, the thought of how it will show up, no plans, and I am okay not being in the midst of the holidays.
There you go. You can be okay. I like that, Kathy. Peacetime at the
Yes.
beach is my plan. That's perfect. Yeah, and we don't have to have the holidays be crazy. We just keep trusting how it shows up. Yeah, awesome. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go to the upper room. How many people, you can just throw it into the chat, have read anything of Paul Selig? Anything of Paul Selig? Just pop in the chat, yes, that you have. Me, that works too. Go ahead.
Jill has, Lauren has, Kathy has, I have. Kathy's reading the Book of Knowing now.
Mhm. Awesome. Awesome. I'm sure a lot of you have. And of course, if you've come to the Healing Circle more than once, you have definitely heard of Paul Selig. And so the upper room is one of those concepts that it was actually introduced in the Book of Realization. It was fun if you all want to play trivia, Paul Selig trivia. That could be one of the trivia questions. When does the upper room appear? It appears in the Book of Realization. And so in the Book of Realization, it's in the prologue, in the very beginning. The upper room, let's see, where am I? The upper room in some ways is a creation. Everything, in fact, that exists and may exist or could exist one day is a creation of consciousness. Nothing exists without this. So the idealization of the upper room, while unnecessary, may support you only in one way. It is where you arrive to in consequence of the vibratory accord that you have claimed an alignment to. Now, if you're like me and you read Paul Selig and there are times you're like, what? What did he just say? I don't understand what all of that is. You can be in with me, because there are times I'm just like, really, could we just make this infinitely easier? And the upper room is the place where we can take ourselves, we can lift ourselves up to, and when we go to the upper room, everything falls away. All the fear, all the anger, all the pain, all the shame falls away. And we can sit in the upper room and know that we're loved, supported, and protected. And we can gather gifts and we can heal. It is a place that we are in vibratory accord and we can heal there. So when you're in the upper room, you maintain your vibration. You maintain your vibration that brought you here. You leave all that stuff behind, all the stuff, the ideas, the pictures, the frames, the pain, the shame. You leave that behind and suddenly you're there and it's just like, oh, I'm exactly where I am, as I am, and I can trust that everything is unfolding as it is designed to. You only get to bring to the upper room what you can carry. You don't bring your pain, you don't bring your trauma, you don't bring any of that stuff. You're just like, okay, I'm going to let all that fall away and I'm just going to go to the upper room. And I'm sure you all are like, oh, okay. How do we get there? The only thing that is required to get to the upper room is for you to say yes. Yes, I want to go to the upper room. It's just consent. And then you can sit. You can sit and just be like, I am in the upper room. I am in the upper room. I am in the upper room. And allow yourself to be in a space of just, yeah, Amanda, it is. It's awesome. It would be awesome to get to the upper room, and we're going to do that tonight. And Rona, I love that you say that you go there to communicate with your higher self. It's beautiful. It's a perfect place because that is the place where your higher self, I was going to use their terms, your higher self abides there. So it is that place where you can meet your higher self and have conversations and be in a space of trusting how it shows up. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, look, I just decided to look at my notes. It's the room of freedom where you're not bound by what you thought or consented to as a small self. How about that? A room of freedom that's not bound by what you thought or what you think or anything that you have consented to as a small self. That means no fear, no pain, no anger, no shame, no blame. It's just a place where you're like, okay, I'm a yes for this. Here's what we're going to do. I would like you all to see a stairwell. Your stairwell can look like anything. When I was doing this earlier today, I was seeing a spiral staircase. But when I just said, see a stairwell, okay, I was actually seeing the stairwell in a parking garage. Do you know how those things look? So you can see a beautiful staircase. You can see a big staircase that might be in a beautiful mansion. You can see a little tiny staircase that looks like there's barely enough room for you to get up, let alone somebody who is coming down when you are going up. Mine looks like the staircase in a concrete parking garage. I see the doors are like those big heavy doors with like one little tiny window, and the steps are concrete, just a simple hand railing. Take a look, take a moment and look for your staircase, your stairwell.
Kathy says spiral staircase to a loft, white rails and walls.
Uh-oh. Awesome. Healings for everybody who's doing a round of, I can't see it. Oh my gosh, is this what it is?
My staircase looks just like floating square steps with nothing connecting them, just floating in the sky.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I see that. That's really cool. Okay. So you have a staircase, whatever it looks like. You might be seeing the staircase that looks like something you would see in just a regular house. It's just a staircase. It's just that. That's okay too.
Amanda says single person staircase, white steps, no handrails, white walls, lighted from above. And Jill says, my staircase looks majestic, like you'd see in a mansion. Absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that cool? Isn't it really cool that you can have a one person staircase over here and you can have another person who sees it as a really majestic staircase? And both are right, right? There is no right answer or wrong answer. It's just how you see it. I love that it is just that simple. So we're going to walk over to that staircase, whatever your staircase looks like. You may just have an awareness of one or two steps. There's someone here who is seeing like they have to walk up and trust that the staircase is going to be there and then the stairs are going to appear. So just trust how it shows up for you, that you're just like, okay, I'm going to trust that there are stairs there, and you're going to step forward to the stairs, and we're going to take the first step, go up the first stair, and take a look at the step. You may see a certain color. You might have an awareness of a certain frequency. You may have some awareness of numbers, or there may be even some designs on the steps. You might have an awareness of a symbol. Higher self shows it to you exactly as you need to see it. My first step is blue. It is Wonder Blue.
Amanda's is light blue.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Perfect, Amanda.
Jill's is red. She's asking freedom.
It is freedom frequency. Ruby red. Ruby red. And you can go ahead and take a step up there, step on that staircase. You may have an awareness of what is being worked on there as you step on that. I have an awareness of my higher self, like all those places where I'm like, oh my God, I never see him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just, ranting and raving. Higher self is like, let's go ahead and move more of that with this wonder step. And then when you're ready, you can take another step. There's a number of the steps. People might see them showing up in green. I see a number of steps that are that magic green. That's an awesome one because that helps move more atheist energy. There's some of the steps are reconciliation. It's a beautiful frequency. That emergence, which is the turquoise, sparkly turquoise. You may see some gold steps.
Amanda says bubblegum.
Yep. Your higher self is giving you some of that love spectrum, Amanda. That's awesome. And then you can take another step up. And you can ask, how many steps is it going to be for you? Just like, okay. I was like, how many steps is it for me? 362. Okay, thank you.
Jill is sharing gold ascension. There must be something else because I can't stop giggling and laughing. Maybe next step is joy.
It is joy. How
And
awesome is that? And Jill, in addition to that, I see a lot of that zenith frequency. Yes.
Amanda says green and covered in soft moss.
Yeah. I see that green of abundance, Amanda. It's very awesome. And then what you can do is see your door. Whether it was 362 stairs or not, see the door in front of you, and you have an opportunity to look at the door. If I didn't say it, each one of those steps is giving you a healing, and you're putting frequencies into your body as you're taking those steps up. And as you are being lifted to the upper room, you always have the opportunity to say, no, thanks, I'm not interested in that. Always a possibility, always an option there. I love the way Melchizedek says, no, thank you. I wish to abide in the lower floors. I wish to stay where I have been in the resonant field of fear, in the opportunities that fear brings me to learn in the old ways. A little bit of tongue in cheek in there. Here's the important point. You may choose to stay where you are. Like you might just be, like Jill is going, this is a really great frequency. I'm okay with staying right here in Zenith. And that's okay. You're loved exactly where you are, exactly where you stand. If you are somebody who is like, I don't want to take a step up at all, that's okay. You're still loved. You are always loved exactly where you are. You can't fail. You can't get it wrong. You're just exactly where you are meant to be. I love that, Ashley. You have a fear of being left behind. Happy to give you a healing on that, that everyone else can get to the upper room except you. Because, Ashley, when I look at that, I see you like elbowing your way. Move out of my way, move out of my way. So, in truth, you're actually absolutely there.
Amanda sharing 166 steps. My door is royal blue painted wood with gold leaf designs around the edges.
Look how cool that is. Oh, I love that. Got one of
And
those.
Rona sharing, I don't typically
Go ahead.
see steps when I don't typically see steps when I seek to be in the upper room.
Awesome. Isn't that cool? And this is just a process that they use here. It does not mean that there aren't lots of other ways. You could literally just sit and say, I'm in the upper room, and be there. We're just doing the steps. Okay, here's our first place where you get to consent. I am willing to release the idea of who I am or what I have been to receive the new. Pardon me. I had a bug. Only here. I am willing to release the idea of who I am and what I have been to receive the new. And you can just say, I am willing. You're letting go of the ideas, the old ideas of who you have been. 2, I am willing to release the attachments I have had or may still have to what I think I am or should be. Thanks, Brandy. That bug had an agreement to cross during the healing circle. To the upper room you go for sure. 2, I am willing to release the attachments I have had or may still have to what I think I am or should be. Think about that one. I'm willing to let go of the attachments that I've had to what I think I should be. I'm ready to let that go. That's like a party in itself, right? 3, I accept myself as worthy of this passage. Hello, Ash. I accept myself as worthy of this passage. Hello, Bonnie. Because I was born, I may be known anew. And because I am sung in vibration through these words, I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I may receive the gift of the kingdom that awaits for me on the other side of this threshold. There are a few of you all as higher selves that like you're already lounging. You're already in the upper room. And then there are a few of you, I'm giving you healings that are like, hey, let me in, pounding on the door like the door is locked from you being able to access it. On the count of 3, see a door in front of you. See the door open and step over the threshold. You're in the upper room. It's that easy. If that works for you. If something else works for you, great, use that. There you are in the upper room. You've left that stuff behind. Can you feel the love? So, Amanda, what is required to remember is to say, I am willing. I am willing. I am willing to be in the upper room. I am willing to let go of anything that says I'm not. I am willing to be in the upper room. I'm enough. I'm perfect exactly as I am. So here we are in the upper room. And here's the really cool thing. You can lift other people to the upper room as well. Because you are the light, because you are here, whether you feel like you are here or not. Now, if you're somebody, because it's like there's a few people who have a lot of things going on in the background, a lot of stuff happening, and you're like, oh my God, how could I be in the upper room? Because holy cow, there's so much going on around me. I see you there. And I see each and every one of you gathering gifts. Each and every one of you going, yeah, I'm worthy. Yep, here I am. I'm worthy, worthy, worthy. Yep. Ashley, I see that.
Ashley says,
Go ahead.
oh, okay. She says, haha, I just got the funniest visual of you and Joan reaching out your hands to pull me up.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Come on in. Come on in. It's lovely. What do you see? Look around. Take a moment to look around. It's really funny. I had this moment of, oh my God, it's the upper room. We have to be quiet. It's like it's church. Shh, be very quiet. Don't spoil it. And then I took a moment and I just started looking around. What do you see? What do you see here? Mhm.
Amanda says, my room is all yellow light, no darkness. I am floating.
Woohoo!
Ashley says, it's a party, confetti and ribbons. And Jill says, my whole body feels the love except for my stomach. Feels like a ball in there all of the sudden.
Yeah, Jill, we'll go ahead and move that artifact for you in your stomach, and we'll move an artifact for everybody else as well. Um, lots of yeah, lots of lead balls. We'll just leave it at that. Lots of lead balls in different parts. And if you want to know where your lead ball is, you can certainly ask. But we're moving that for each of you. And I love that. Yellow light, it's a party, confetti and ribbons. And Ashley is one of the EA students. I think Zoya is on. I'm not actually looking at the list, but the EA students graduated today. And so it is definitely a party going on. And everybody is celebrating. Everybody is excited about the celebration because it's a celebration for all of us, right? Oh, there's Zoya. Woohoo! It's huge, big celebration. We're gonna have another celebration in a couple weeks with AA and Mastery finishing up. It's very cool. For now, let's celebrate. I actually see a bunch of beanbag chairs and people sitting around in the beanbag chairs. I also see a whole array of gifts on a table. I was about to say food, and then I looked at it and I'm like, that's not food at all. Who needs food in the upper room? There are gifts on the table. So, everybody, please step up to the table and find your gift. You have a gift there. It'll be it might be a box. It might be a box with a ribbon. It might be shaped differently. Um, Ashley, that yellow light is awesome. It's helping you with that unconsciousness. That's a lot of awakening frequency that is coming in. And I guarantee there is a gift for you. Give it a moment and see what you see. I see like I see what looks like a basketball wrapped up. You know what a basketball wrapped up looks like? Not the basketball that comes in the box that would make it a little easier, but it's like a poorly wrapped um, ball. I know it's not a basketball. I'll help you with that, Amanda. You may see some crystals on the table. You might not see wrapped gifts. There's some crystals. You may see some other beings in upper room there. I actually see Mary is there. Mary loves the upper room. I see Grace. I see Maitreya. There are some boxes there. That's really cool. There are some boxes there that it's like when you go to pick them up, they're like sparkles coming off of them. They're just like shooting lights coming off of them. Reminds me of they're like almost like fireworks. Or first I was thinking yeah, it's like sparks of light. Feel free. Gather, gather, gather. And of course, if you would like, you can reach your hand out and invite somebody else to join you in the upper room. You lift them to the upper room. That's how that works.
Jill says, my gift was a green wrapped box with a bow, a gift box of abundance. Wow.
Woohoo! How awesome is that? I also now see it's like the gifts are constantly changing up. Like, okay, you get that gift, and then there's another gift that pops up. There is actually magnifiers, amplifiers of the high frequencies, and those are going in everybody's throats. Yes.
Janet says, red ceramic heart in a fancy box.
Yeah. And Janet, do you have a place for that? You're going to put that somewhere in your body. Activate, activate, activate.
I got a purple slide whistle for my frontal lobe.
Oh, that's
And
really cool.
yeah, Amanda says, white crystal table, angels and beings materialized into my room, metallic paper wrapped gifts.
There you go. Who says you don't, that awakening frequency doesn't work? Absolutely, a crystalline table. There are lots of angels there. Lots of the angelic realm is there. And I love that metallic paper wrapped gifts. That's awesome. Ooh. All right, what else? There's like right now it's like there's a lot of partying going on, a lot of like celebrating and gifting, and I'm watching a lot of um a lot of the angelic realm going around and just gifting people. So you may have an awareness, and sometimes that awareness shows up like, oh my God, I have like this pain in my chest. And it's because it's the low frequencies that are moving out as the high frequencies are going in. That's what high frequencies do. You put a high frequency in and transforms the low frequency. And oftentimes our higher self will give us that information like, oh, yeah, oh, okay, I feel that. I can feel that moving. More worthiness coming in for all of us, more awakening, more wonder, more innocence coming in. How cool is that? actually looks, the innocence looks like snow. If you have an awareness of the snow, of like snowflakes, it's kind of funny to me because this snow is like, I'm aware of the individual flakes and what they look like, looking like snowflakes, as opposed to how snow looks in real life. And snow in, real life, I can't tell one flake from another, but this is really cool. It's available there for you all. Lots of gifts for our nervous system. This is as good as, I think it was like 2 healing circles ago, we were sitting in the spa. This is like really good. It's just like gift after gift after gift after gift after gift. An opportunity for us to move more of what we've been looking to move with the new moon. Did everybody bring somebody to the upper room? Did you take a moment just to look? Who have you reached your hand out to?
Amanda is sharing she got a ruby red paper wrapped gift, miniaturized partridge in a pear tree.
Isn't that cool? So cool. More of that freedom frequency.
Ashley is sharing her husband.
Awesome. I definitely brought my husband.
Amanda brought her half sister, Frances.
Cool. I love that because you started off talking about her. Awesome. It's funny because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, there's so many gifts that are coming in, and so many key codes and geometrics and music notes and things like that that are coming in. And I'm just like, I now understand why you can't possibly explain that.
Jill is her daughter and her boyfriend.
Nice.
Kathy is her shadow.
Wait a
Janet
second, Kathy.
is
Who is your
my good friend.
shadow? Who is your shadow, Kathy? Ah, thank you, your cat. Okay, go ahead, Ash.
Amanda says my pear tree went into my heart.
Mhm.
Janet is her good friend Twyla, who is like her big sister.
Ah, I love that. And Kathy, those
And Kath
222s are the helping alchemize more fear. Yes. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's an awesome thing. Cool. Awesome. I didn't have any idea what shadow was, Kathy. I was just like, didn't go to a cat, didn't go to anything. I was just like, okay. Did get that it was okay. All good. It's all good. It's all fabulous. Okay. So gather your gifts. Know that all your gifts are being installed, whether you have mentioned it or not, whether you have awareness or not of it. Everybody has collected a lot of different gifts. Your higher self would never let the opportunity go by for you to be in the upper room and have all of these gifts available and you not collect them. Whatever anybody says to the contrary, your higher self is like, yes, 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 gathering, 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 gathering. And I love that. I love that I can't get it wrong, that I can't get in the way of it, that it's all perfect.
Amanda has gifts, a smiling cartoon daisy, red by pink ruby ring.
Awesome. Awesome. So there are 3 last gifts. The first one is a gift of divinity frequency. That is that emerald green. You may see it as a little crystal. You might see it as a big crystal. And that crystal is going in your third eye. The second gift is a gift of love. It may be devotion, it may be rapture, it may be love, it may be benediction. You may see it as a lot of different colors of pink, and that is going in your sternum. And if I didn't, and I know I didn't say it, these gifts are going in for your the person that you brought into the healing, into the upper room, excuse me, the soul, for sure. And the third gift is resurrection, that sapphire blue. And that's going in your throat. And then those are going to be networked together. Divinity frequency in your third eye. Love frequency in your sternum. Worthiness in your throat. You've always been worthy. You've always been enough. You've always been loved. You've always been the light. You've always been connected to source. It's really beautiful. There's like this, like I keep seeing this like scroll. It's like all these things. You are the light, and the light transforms everything. Right? All these pieces that are like, you are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy. All of that for all of you. And I know I have gone over. I try really hard to stay in time, but yeah, it's all good. Okay. Installing those gifts. So, the upper room, not a scary place, is the place where you can connect to your higher self. It is a place where you can gather gifts. It is a place where you can see yourself in your truth. That's why when you start out, you're like letting go of all those things that are not your truth, and you can't bring those things with you. Because when you step into the upper room, it is a place where you are totally loved, supported, and protected. where you have left behind all those old ideas of who you are, who you think you should be, who you thought you were, who you have that idea about. You leave all those behind and you get to step into this place. It's like, no, this is who you are. And you are worthy, worthy, worthy. You are divinity in form. You are love. You are love. You are love. And I do understand that place where you're like, am I really here? Did I really go there? Was I really there? Absolutely. The more you go to the upper room and the more you have those ideas of like, am I really here? The more you can go, that's just an idea that is trying to keep me from being in the upper room. That's just an idea that's trying to keep me from accessing more of my information. That's just an idea that is not the truth of me. And you can just trust. I'm laughing at Jill.
Jill says, can I stay a little? I'll see you all later.
Yes, Jill, you can come back anytime. You can hang out here for as long as you want because it is always available. And yes, lots of joy, joy, joy. I would want to do that too. Absolutely. And you can come back at any time. Of course, in case you need a little assistance in it, you can always go back and watch the video again. It's posted on YouTube and you can watch that and then go through it again and ask yourself once again what step you're on, what your door looks like, what you're experiencing when you get there. But absolutely, you all can do this anytime. It is not something that needs to be led by me or led by anybody else. You have access to it. And it's one of the parts that I love about us, even looking at the upper room. Like I thought, oh my God, it's going to be really somber and serious and not any fun at all. But in fact, it was anything but that. So, yeah, absolutely.
Ashley is sharing, this class was great. I removed the invisible boundary from getting there. I had it that it was hard and I wasn't able to go there, and that was just not true. Now I'll be able to go on the drop of a dime. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Amanda is just asking, does the door change color each time you go to the upper room?
It may. It may stay the same color for a while because that's the frequency that your higher self most wants, but it may change color every time. You may look at it and watch it change colors just as you're looking at it. So once again, there's no rules about any of this. Just like you'll go again and you'll be like, the steps, oh my gosh, now my steps look like they're really grand. Or now my steps look like what ashes look like where they were floating. Or now I have this awareness that my steps are swirling around and they don't even look like steps. Maybe your steps one day will look like an elevator. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that is what your experience is this time. And yes, absolutely, you can bring others with you. You bring others with you as you lift them. Now, keep in mind, here's my note as you bring other people. You cannot use the upper room to bring other people to change them. I've tried. The way that you bring people to the upper room is to exactly that, Kathy. You love them. You lift them to the upper room. And it's for them to have that experience of being the love, of receiving the gifts, of knowing that they're worthy, of knowing that they're the divinity in form. You can't bring them to change them, but you can bring them to just love them and see the love, see the love, see the love. So yeah, you guys are totally awesome. It was so much fun to do this, and I am so glad that this was what we were doing tonight. Just a lot of fun. And yeah, busting up the rules, the ideas about what things look like, as well as what we look like and how we can show up. So, any last questions? You can always send me a message if you're like, I'm stuck, my door won't open, I've forgotten how to get there. Please send me a message. That's part of what I'm here for, and I would love to help you out with that. Last download's coming in. As I seal the field unto the light of that one true source creator God, I thank Source for all the magic, for all the beautiful love and the teachings and the upper room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also thank my healing team and the Privy Council, but most of all, I thank each and every one of you who joined me in the upper room so we could have more experiences of that and know that we are the love, we are the light, we are the joy, we are the magic. Absolutely love you guys. Amanda, I do see that message. It's how do you go back down? You can go back down the stairs, or you can just stay a while. Trust, trust, trust. Let your higher self show you it all. With that, I say amen and aho. I will see you guys back here in 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. Happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys. Have a great